Vivica's Heart by Cerise makes. Content warning. Fairy tale depiction, violence, gore alluded to, but not directly shown and described in a non-graphic way. Some references to trauma-related memory loss and dissociation. Sound effects are present but can be disabled in preferences. Please see itch.io game page for more detailed warnings, which may have spoilers. This story includes time loops. Please use the time loops to gather ending keys within the same playthrough without reloading. A playthrough can be returned to by using save, load, or the continue button on the title screen. You take the knife with trembling hands. Are you ready? No, but you will never be. And there's no more time. If you've changed your mind, she can't. She promised. There's no other way.
This is it. We're here.
A forest blooms out of the darkness, and a hand steadies your arm. A breeze rustles through the dark branches overhead, dark against dark. You don't recognize this place, and you don't know where you were before. Looking back, looking inwards, yields only blankness. I don't understand. Even your voice feels unfamiliar. The woman before you is a stranger. Her features are painted with a delicate mask. The house is hidden, and I will reveal it to you so you may enter. Do you remember the instructions? I don't remember anything. I'm sorry. I did wonder if the journey would undo your work so far. But do not fear. You will have the instructions with you. It's not just that, it's everything. I don't even know my name. I'm sorry. I know it must be hard to be a stranger to yourself, but it is necessary. You agreed to it. It will keep you safe as you enter the house. You are no one, no malicious intent, so when you enter, she will not be able to sense you. It is safer this way. Once inside the house, do not stop to look at anything. Just follow only the instructions and nothing more. What are the instructions? They will appear on your skin of your forearm as you go. Look. You lift your arm, bare, and see shapes well up like ink painted over your skin. They do not form words, yet they do not have to. As you gaze at them, her voice echoes in your mind.
Enter by the front door. It will be unlocked.
I can hear them. Yes, it means I will be with you in some small way, even if you must enter the house alone. And who does the house belong to? It belongs to a witch. She has her powers, but if you enter as you are, she will not feel your presence. Your purpose is as small and harmless as a mouse, foraging for grain. As simple as a moth seeking the light, it knows not why it seeks the brightness, only that it must. She won't sense you if your mind is empty and hollow as a bell. But once your task is complete, everything will make sense again. Have you been in the house before? No, I have not. But do not worry. Someone else has described the route for us. She places a mask onto your face, exquisite like her own. This will also help protect you. Do not remove it. Secrecy and warding spells are woven through its patterns, and through the very cloth of your garments. Then, she touches your neck gently. A shiver runs through you, like ice. There, I have done everything I can to ensure you come to no harm. Now, you must go. You stand alone, before the witch's house. Above you, the twilight sky is a dark blue cavern, empty. The breeze is soft against your cheek. It whispers something that feels like your name. It sounds like I think I was called Jean. But, remembering the stranger's words, you try to turn your thoughts away from it. All around are drifts of pale wildflowers. There is a task you must fulfill, but as you gaze around you, it slips away. Enter the front door. Of course, you need to enter the house. You follow the path through the flowers and up the doorway. The door is not locked. It opens easily, and taking a deep breath, you step into the hall. The hallway is bathed in shadows. They form patterns and swim and dance, enticing you onwards. You hesitate. A shiver creeps over your arm, and you look down to see marks on your skin.
Cross the hall and climb the stairs. Do not be distracted. Do not look around.
Approach the stairs. The staircase is vast, curving away into two spirals above you. As you approach it, you have the sudden sensation of walking across a frozen lake. There is the vast and ominous dark just beneath your footsteps. Sometimes, an image or memory flits below the surface, bringing the sound of cracking underfoot. If you fell through into the water, you would be lost, but you step carefully, and the ice holds. As you reach the second spiral, you see a large mirror in the wall ahead of you. When you reach the mirror, your reflection floats out of the gloom. Like gazing into another reality, you do not recognize yourself. You lift your hand, but the reflection doesn't move, only stares at you. Then comes something like a whisper.
If you look, you will see.
You feel the mask prickle against your skin, but there is no sign of the mask in the reflection. Continue. Cautiously, you step back. As you turn away, The mirror remains silent. You continue up the stairs. At the top is a set of double doors which open out onto a shadowy ballroom. The outside of the house was not big enough to hold this room within. What could this place be? The sound of ice cracking underfoot. It does not matter. There is something important to remember, but your mind is now blank. You look down at the patterns at your arm.
When you cross the ballroom, keep your eyes fixed on the door across from you.
It fades and reforms.
Do not look right. Do not look left. Do not waver.
You step onto the silk-covered floor. The air tastes thick and strangely sweet. Look only at the door ahead. As you walk, it feels as though your eyes are watching you. A prickle at the back of your neck. You are nothing and no one. But what she didn't want you to see. Something is watching you. Something beside you. Something close. There are shadows dancing at the edge of your vision. Close your eyes and keep walking. You close your eyes and continue on. Finally, your hands find the doorway. You scrabble against it, looking for the handle. No. And then you find it, wrench it open, and stumble through. When you finally open your eyes, you find yourself before another flight of stairs, twisting endlessly above you. There are small candles lighting the way. The nearest one drowns in a pool of wax. You put a hand into your pockets as though you might carry a spare taper with you. Instead, what you draw out is an object bound in white cotton. You look at your arm.
Climb the stairs of the tower. Offer what is in your left pocket to the door.
Left. This is the offering. An image fleeting of nuts and berries left by a forest spring. There is dark liquid beginning to seep through the cotton, collecting berries in a white handkerchief and red juice staining the fabric. It feels heavier than fruit. Put it back in your pocket. Climb the stairs. You climb and climb, higher and higher. Then, finally, you reach the top of the staircase. There is a door, and set within it is a brass hatch. This must be for the offering.
Offer what is in your left pocket to the door.
Take the item from your left pocket. You remove the cotton-wrapped object from your pocket. Leave it wrapped and place it into the door. You place it carefully and step back. Immediately, the hatch contorts around it. You watch as the offering appears to be swallowed into the metal. Then, it is gone. The door is unlocked. As you lift your hand to open it, you catch sight of your arm.
Open the door, into the room, and open the shutters. Remove what is in your right pocket and close your eyes. Then unwrap it.
The tower room is shadowed. There is a shuttered window set into the wall. The shutters are closed. Go to the window. As you approach, nothing seems to be strange about the window itself, but the shadows around you shift, as though uneasy. You do not look into the corners. You do not look. The shutters open easily. The window looks out over the dark gray sky and the still forest. Taking a deep breath, you close your eyes and unwrap the silk. Underneath, you can feel something sharp and cold against your skin. Another offering, perhaps. Eyes closed tightly, you unwrap the final layer. Then, brightness bursts beyond your eyelids, searing your vision red. When the brightness fades, you finally dare to open your eyes. There is something glittering in the palm of your hand. Streaming up and away from it are the thousand threads of shimmering light. They weave their way up into the sky and set themselves like jewels into the darkness. You think this must be important, but as you look out into the glittering distance, it means nothing. Eventually, a pale shape comes fluttering towards you. The moth enters the window, and suddenly, the masked woman is standing before you. She smiles at you with great tenderness.
Thank you, my dearest. Thank you.
Now, we must leave before the tower crumbles to dust. She takes your hand. And suddenly, you are standing in an unfamiliar part of the forest. She gazes up at the sky, her expression radiant. Look at them, the stars restored to the firmament, the curse lifted, and our wards restored. And you are safe once again. She gently removes the mask from your eyes. You feel strangely unsteady. The stars were cursed. Yes, or to be precise, stolen. But your kindling star has drawn them home. How would someone even steal the stars? Her face twitches with irritation, then she sighs. From a very tall tower, and with magic we shall not speak of. Centuries of work undone. You, of course, no longer remember, but it was us, witches, who brought this land to fruitfulness. Before, it was a cursed place. The earth lay barren, and disease stalked the land. We wove our warding spells to shine down with the stars themselves. With the loss of those spells, Vivica caused untold suffering. Vivica was the witch's name. Yes, she was one of the most powerful witches of her generation. But the unbinding of this great a work, it will have broken her power. She will no longer be able to cause any harm. Are you letting her live? Yes, it was decided. Powerless as she is still a witch, and we are so few. We do not wish to cross that line. Not when undoing her harm has already cost us so dearly. You're Your mind catches the word on the word harm. You find yourself thinking of a strange and shifting air in the ballroom. The sickly, sweet scent as you walk across it, unseeing. Your expression must have changed as she shakes her head kindly. It is best not to dwell on these things. Come, we should return to the city, where the council will convene in great celebration. She smiles at you, but you cannot return it. Your face feels frozen. Something scratches at the back of your throat, at the back of your thoughts, just under the surface, like a root contorted, trying to sift through the barren soil. You said that I would understand afterwards, but I don't feel any different. I don't even know who you are. She looks conflicted for a moment, then sighs. My name is Ash, daughter of the lunar tides. In Umbra, I am most powerful, for I am the harbinger of light. As the leader of the council, the safety of this land is entrusted to me. As for the rest, I'm sorry I misled you, but it was necessary. We couldn't send someone who understood what they were doing to have any hope of reaching the wards of the tower. How did you make me like this? She hesitates. This isn't my work. You did this to yourself. Then, how did I do it? Her gaze flickers to your hands and then away. You choose to do something that would break you apart from yourself. Everyone was in agreement. You cannot remember it, and it cannot be undone, so I would leave it be. How did I break the wards? You broke the wards with the offering you gave. What was the offering? It doesn't really matter now, does it? It was something freely given, and now it is gone. There are more questions on your tongue, but you see you will not get any real answers. You think that perhaps you do not want them. Now, let's return to the city so we may celebrate. Or, if you are tired, you can rest in your new lodgings. She smiles. It may be strange for you to believe, but you and I used to be close in the past. I've prepared a house for you, not far from mine, and I will think it will be just to your tastes. And anything else you desire, you shall have it. When you don't reply, her smile falters. I know this must feel upsetting, but by tomorrow it will be nothing more than a strange dream. You do not believe her. Coiled at the back of your mind are 100 awful things you saw but chose not to see. You think maybe they are waiting for you to see them. You think maybe they will not leave until you have seen them. She holds out her hand. Come, we will need to walk a short way before we can return. The magic here is now too unstable to transport us that far. You take her hand, close your eyes, and let her lead you away. You are opening a door and not looking right or left. You are climbing the stairs. You were in that place barely a turn of the glass, almost no time at all, and yet in your hands there is still black silk, like a spool of a river dark. There is white cotton, like the spill of bandages, pale.
If you look, you will see.
You do not want to see. Key 10. Eyes shut. You have found your first ending key, and this is the main end, but it is not the true end. Continue with the same playthrough to discover more. Vivica's Heart.